John, a 25-year-old Korean young man, sat in a tranquil tea house in Kyoto, Japan, ready to open the first page of the bucket list he had dreamed of all his life. A few days ago, he had started his world journey with the unexpected fortune of winning the lottery, but an empty space still remained in his heart. The silence of the tea house was deeper than any noise, and he felt himself sinking quietly like water in a teacup. Kneeling on the tatami mat beside him was a foreigner, who seemed equally nervous about this unfamiliar experience. John tried to read the flow of his surroundings, just as he did when playing the guitar or painting. As the tea master began to boil water over the charcoal fire, the sound of a small coal piece crackling sharply echoed. At that moment, John's heart sank with a thud. The sound of that terrible night, when flames consumed the pharmacy, seemed to ring in his ears again. The nightmare of the April 29th riots, when he lost his parents, flashed through his mind. John squeezed his eyes shut tightly. But soon, he focused on the tea master's peaceful breathing and meticulous hand movements. He realized that the fire here was not for destruction, but for warming tea water to create peace. The trauma that had been weighing down his chest seemed to melt away in that moment. Just then, he noticed the foreign man sitting beside him, looking confused about how to hold the teacup. John smiled gently and whispered in fluent English the simple method of turning the tea bowl. He had studied computer science and learned that AI could solve countless problems, but now he realized that such small acts of consideration brought a peace more powerful than any algorithm. After a moment, he brought the teacup to his lips. The bitter taste that spread through his mouth became a sense of tranquility and peace. John suddenly felt it was regrettable that such a precious experience was given only to him, someone who had the fortune of winning the lottery. He suddenly thought that someday he wanted to use his AI technology and resources to share such experiences with more people. An old dream of creating a place for marginalized people came to his mind. A place to learn not just language, but a way of life. A concrete image formed in his mind of creating such a community in an isolated island, where people wouldn't need to go all the way to America to learn English. After the tea ceremony ended, John bowed deeply to the tea master. In this small tea house, he felt that he had found more than just travel, he had found direction for his life. His bucket list was no longer just a set of goals, but had become the first step toward a greater dream. As he stepped out of the tea house into the Kyoto streets, John felt a lightness he hadn't experienced in years.